Thanks for checking out this haul video. All right, I'm going to go over everything I got from Vinegar Syndrome for their August releases, which actually got to me pretty late in the month, which I usually don't get this late. But just a reminder that all of the regular titles, not the adult ones I'm going to show you first, I will have a video in a few weeks that is a ranking and review of all of them. And I do go into some pretty decent depth on them. So if you're curious, you can kind of check that out. I love doing that video. I think I do a pretty good job at it, honestly. And there's always some surprising stuff in there where I'm like, I wasn't that interested in it, but it ended up being great. And the adult titles I will have short reviews on, but that's only available through the top tier of my memberships, which there is a link in the description. That is the possession level. So this is a good time to just kind of say, please support the channel by thumbs up on the video, subscribing to the video, notification bell button, and if you feel so inclined, if you want to pitch in a few dollars each month, you can do that with the memberships, and there are a bunch of perks, so go ahead and check that out. All right, so I'm going to go through the adult titles first, and then after that, it will be ranked from what I'm least interested in watching to what I'm most interested in watching. So the first adult title I got through their Melusine is a triple feature of Picorama stuff that they had put out before. This is Prisoner of Paradise, Sadie and the Seductress. No nudity on this, so I'm good to go to show that. I'm very excited for Sadie in particular because that's a Bob Chin film, and I just think that Bob Chin films are typically a lot of fun. There's usually like some quirky characters and some just really fun scenarios in these films. It's not just straight up focused on the sex, but yeah, so excited about that one. And then I got a Command video. This might be my first Command video. Is it? Yeah. I think it is. Oh, no. No, yeah, I think it might be my first. Okay, anyway, yeah. This is my first Command video purchase. It's Babylon Pink. This one also has no nudity. This one looked really interesting to me, so I will be doing a short review on that as well. Okay, so getting into the actual Vinegar Syndrome proper releases here. Going to talk about these. I am a subscriber, just so people know, so there are certain films that are just included, and then there are ones that I purchase additionally, but it wasn't everything. It's never well, it's not never, but seldom is it everything because I need to pick and choose because I'm not like making a ton of money doing this YouTube channel or anything. So the first thing that I'm not super excited about, but it is probably going to still be pretty good, is their volume 1 of their Of Monsters and Madness, the films of Larry Fessenden. One of the things I don't like off the bat is how thick this damn thing is. Shelf space is coming at a premium these days, so that's a problem for me. So this is Habit and No Telling, two Larry Fessenden films. I have seen Habit before. I have not seen No Telling. I do like this artwork. It's pretty cool. It's a little, like, what's being depicted in it is kind of drab, though. Same thing on the back. Just a little bit boring, but I don't know what else they would do based off the movies. So it says Volume 1, so I'm assuming there's going to be probably at least 3 volumes, in my opinion. Because I don't think you release 2 of them and do it by volumes. I would think they're planning on more than that. So I don't look forward to having at least 2 more big, thick things to put on my shelf. So first things first, always very excited to see that there is a essay booklet. Wait a minute. Are there essays in here? Oh, yes, there are. Okay, at first I was just seeing the pictures. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, so essay booklet. I love essay booklets. Very excited to read that. So then the first one is No Telling. That's like what was on the outside. These are 4Ks. No Telling. Nothing special with the disc. Lillian and Jeffrey are a seemingly happy couple who relocate to the country so that Jeffrey can focus better on his work, which Lillian knows little about. As she begins to investigate what Jeffrey spends his days doing in their shed, she discovers a trail of medical experiments that she can't explain. Eventually, their relationship begins to unravel with both parties consumed by madness. This one's from 91. I am interested to see that because I've never seen it, and I do think that Larry Fessenden does some interesting films. He's kind of considered by many to be like an icon within low budget independent horror, which, you know, kind of rightfully so. There is the one for Habit, which, as I said, I have seen before, but I definitely need a rewatch of anyway, so I will be doing that. Recently single New Yorker Sam is mourning the loss of his father and navigating a lack of ambition while drowning his sorrows in alcohol. At a Halloween party, he meets Anna, a beautiful and mysterious woman who, it turns out, is also a vampire. The two embark on a sexually fueled relationship that constantly feels on the precipice of boiling over into violence. Now, this one's 96, so it was a lot later. So, like I was saying, they're doing more volumes of this. I'm hoping that one of the films they're going to release is Blackout, which I think just came out in 2024. I really liked Blackout. I didn't hear people talking about it, but it was a good film. Okay, so the next one, that one, I think I said this one was included with my subscription. The next one is also included with my subscription, and that is Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD. This is obviously a trauma film. This artwork is fun. I really do enjoy this box for it. Again, we have an essay booklet. Essay booklet artwork looks fun and different. Yep, got a nice looking essay booklet. Always stoked for that, obviously. And then here's the Kabuki Man. I have not seen any of the Kabuki Man stuff, and this is a 4K. There's the original artwork. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this one. This is 3 discs, two blues and a 4K. So that leads me to believe, yep, there are a lot of special features. When rookie New York City policeman Harry Griswold ends up in the middle of a shootout while attending an evening of kabuki theater, his attempt to save the life of a critically injured performer yields unintended consequences. The dying man bestows his supernatural powers onto Harry, thus rendering him the chosen one. Suddenly finding himself sprouting paper umbrellas and covered in face paint, the formerly clumsy cop is transformed into a crime-fighting superstar with the help and training of Lotus, daughter of the deceased actor. But Harry's new gifts also come with a fresh calling as he learns that he alone has the power to defeat the ancient evil one and foil his diabolical plans for bloodthirsty world domination. I heard a lot of people getting pretty stoked about them releasing this because they had said it ahead of time. So, I mean, I'm interested to check it out. It's just not one of the ones I'm most interested in. So, Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD. All right, then the next one is also subscription. And the ones I'm most excited about are the ones that are not in the subscription. So, those would be my last 3 I'm showing you. Now, this one is Playroom. I watched the trailer for this, and it looks very interesting, very cool. This artwork, This artwork, even less so. It's got Shooter McGavin in it. This artwork, oh my gosh, just what the hell. I know it's old artwork, but man, what were they thinking? This one's from 90. When he was a young boy, Chris's entire family was slaughtered during one of his father's archaeology digs at a remote monastery nestled deep in the mountains of Yugoslavia. His father's assistant was arrested for the murders and consigned to a psychiatric hospital. Still plagued by nightmares about the incident as a man, Chris resolves to tackle his demons headfirst by returning to the monastery where he hopes to complete his father's quest of unearthing the tomb of Iluk, a torture-obsessed child prince who, legend has it, made a pact with an ancient Slavic demon for eternal life. But no sooner has the excavation gotten underway than Chris starts behaving erratically, becoming obsessed with locating the tomb and teetering ever closer to the brink of bloody madness. Yeah, it is very interesting sounding in my opinion. And like I said, I watched the trailer. It looked very interesting. Story sounds wild. So the Playroom, very excited for that one. All right, so the next one was their VSA release, and I couldn't pass this one up. Has James Remar in it. It is Robo Warriors. Also, I did watch the trailer for this. It looks really fun. It looks a little bit like Robot Jocks-ish, but hopefully better. Robot Jocks isn't great. It did look better than Robot Jocks, but yeah, Robo Warriors. Oh, there's a poster with this one. All right. It is the year 2036, and Earth is under harsh occupation by a reptilian alien race called the Pterodax. Years before, all interplanetary warfare was reduced to a face-off between two 30-story tall gladiator robots, each piloted. Why is that hard for me? By a single fighter. One of those fighters, a robo warrior from Earth, once upon a time fought back against these invaders. But these are just dusty old stories told by Charlie to his 12-year-old grandson Zach, as the pterodactyls have eliminated all but one final robo warrior, Ray Gibson, who has been in hiding for years. Zach sets out on a perilous mission to find Gibson and the mythic Earthbot, which is humankind's final chance to free itself from the cruel pterodactyls and once again control its own destiny. Yeah, sounds fun. Like I said, James Remar. And they number these, so if anyone was interested, my number is 3716. So, yeah, I had suspected that my package was getting packed kind of late. That would lead me to believe I was right. Okay, so the final two ones I'm going to tell you right now are the cinematograph releases that I am most interested in seeing. Now, this one, The Woman Chaser, like black and white. I think maybe not for the whole thing. I watched the trailer for it, but it looks very interesting as usual. They have their book style thing. There are essays in here. There are always essays with the cinematograph releases. One of the things I love about cinematograph line. So let me read about Woman Chaser. Richard Hudson, a shady used car salesman and aspiring filmmaker living in 1950s Los Angeles, writes the script for his first film, a tawdry drama about a truck driver who kills a young girl, titled The Man Who Got Away. Hudson's path to becoming Tinseltown's newest auteur is fraught with challenges. His film is deemed uncommercial, his sexual trysts keep piling up, and his relationships with various family members manage to get worse by the day. Hudson will stop at nothing to see his vision through, even if it means destroying everything and everyone in his path, including Hollywood itself. Trailer made this look very interesting, very weird at times. Looked on Letterboxd, and it's pretty well rated, so I had to pick it up. The Woman Chaser. Very excited for that one. And then the one I'm most excited for, there's a number on this one. So I was 2483 out of 3,000. So yeah, like getting to the end of the run there. Now this one, I was 328 out of 5,000. So it's leading me to believe either they're doing it kind of out of order, which I didn't think that's how they did it, or people just aren't buying this. And this looked like the most interesting release of August to me. Paul Morrissey's Mixed Blood. The trailer looked great. It's pretty decently reviewed. Again, has a bunch of essays with it. And this one is, 4K restoration. Yeah, there's a 4K disc in here, and this one also 2K rest. So this is a Blu-ray. This is a 4K. So Rita La Punta, a Brazilian single mother living in New York's Alphabet City, resides with her drug-dealing son Tiago and his gang of teenage delinquents. In an attempt to control the drug trade below 14th Street, Rita goes against the leader of a rival neighborhood gang, Juan the Bullet, spurring a turf war. When Carol, a friend of a drug lord known as the German, expresses an interest in Tiago, things become even more complicated. Yeah, sounds interesting, looks interesting, all about it. So that's it. That's what I picked up for August. Like I said, in a few weeks there will be a video coming out rating and ranking and reviewing all of these films. So we'll see how that kind of pans out, and hopefully people will check that one out. But like I said before, wait, I didn't say it at the beginning. Thumbs up on the video. I can't remember. I do so many of these. Thumbs up on the video to help me out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell button. If you want to pitch in a little bit of money, link in the description for memberships. Go ahead and check that out. But regardless, thank you for your time. And until next time, keep it brutal.